Okay, so we fixed the power. Turned out just a fuse tripped, so it was an easy fix. Left it overnight, come back at it if they start fresh. So we're back at it. I've painted this section here machine silver to match the car. I'm going to paint the inside of the rim machine silver, I think, so it matches the car, and then the face of it's going to be purple. Now the reason why this one here is just machine silver is because I'm going to use a vinyl and put it over the top like that. And then the idea is when you spray it purple, the vinyl will protect the silver paint, and when you peel it off once it's all dry, that will reveal silver SC220 on the back here, and then you can clear coat it after that. So I'm going to put this on here now and see what happens. There you go, as you can see now, that'll stay on there. I'm going to take all this away now, all the masking tape off, and we can start painting. Okay, right, so now on this machine silver, there is a little bit of a lip just here where the masking tape was, and here. So I'm going to feather that back with a little bit of sandpaper, and give it a nice smooth edge, and then I'm going to flip the wheel round and just start on the inside of this with machine silver. So what I'm going to do now is warm the kettle up so I can warm some paint up. I'm going to spin this around and get the inside masked up. Okay, so I've spun the wheel around. I'm going to give this an old tack over, get rid of all the dirt and all these marks here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off around this edge here. Okay, all the way around. I'm going to mask it all off and then mask something here to protect this area. Okay, so it's nearly dry. I got my masking tape out ready to start masking inside here, so I can not paint this, just going to paint here silver. Well, I've sort of decided, shall I go against that, and I'm going to just paint the whole wheel purple like I originally planned. Okay, so we're nearly ready to put some base coat on this. It's going to take 3 coats, possibly 3 coats of base coat to get this up to where you want it. And yeah, I'm going to just crack on with it. Okay, so I've got the paint here ready to go. I've got one of my little fans blowing cold air, so it sucks all the extra vapour and whatever paint fumes is out the door. And then once I'm done here, I'm going to do this one coat lightly and then give it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then come back and do another coat, same again, 3rd coat. Hopefully it should cover it all. So let's crack on, shake it for 2 minutes and hit some paint. Are we ready? Give this video a thumbs up if you are. Do you know what, after all that, we now have splatter marks. So the plan now is with that little area, so I'm going to leave it and I'm going to sand it back and give it another coat. But for now I'm just going to continue going to try with this again. Okay, I've spun the nozzle around. What I'm trying to do now is get in between all the little gaps, and then that's the first coat done. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spin it around and do the inside. So now I'm keeping the nozzles clean, and I just don't know what's going on with this. And another clean. What I do is once I've got the first coat on lightly, I will sand it and get rid of some of this. And then go over it a couple more times. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this for a little bit. I'm going to take the nozzle in off the other can, and I'm going to try and give it a good clean. But in the process, in the meanwhile, I'm just going to leave this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. When them little splatters, I can't see them no more. So for the first time I've ever done this sort of job, I don't think that's come out too shabby. So that's the first wheel out of 4 wheels. So I'm learning a lot by doing this one. So on the other ones I'll probably change what I do a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. By the way, I've taken this off because there ain't much fumes in here now. Okay, so I've come back out here. I've got a little bit of overspray landed on them. As you can see, I've started to wet them a little bit. Now, I must say, this is metallic paint, and it's not recommended to sand it back. So, but to get rid of some of this overspray that's in here, you can't really see it, but I can feel it. It's like a gritty. All I've done is I've got myself a bit of 800 grit sandpaper. Okay, very fine, and as you can see, I've wet it down. So I'll just show you like that, just lightly. Get your 800 grit sandpaper, and all you're doing is you're getting it, and you no pressure, just literally just wipe it over like you're cleaning, really gently, and that's all you do, and it's nice and smooth now. It's a good thing these are my rims, and I'm not overly fussed on them. I'm just, like I said, not professional. I'm just getting them to look tidier than what they did and give them a bit of colour. So like I say, if you're doing metallic, it's not ideal to sand them back. I don't think it's going to hurt myself personally, because I've got a bit of overspray on them. So I'm going to just literally carry on sanding like this and get rid of what any, you ain't got to do the whole wheel, just where it's landed, and then let it fully dry, and then I'm going to hit it with another quick coat of purple, and then I'm going to put some clear over it. Okay, that's the final coat gone on the base coat. I'm going to leave it 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to give it a coat of light dusted on the clear coat. So that looks a lot better now. And all I've done was just sanded it back, very gently around the edges. And I'll tell you, that actually looks a lot better now. I can't wait. But at this point, don't rush and mess it all up. Just take your time with it still. Because the last thing you want to do is ruin it. In fact, at one point I thought I'd ruined it just here. I put a little bit too much paint on it, started to run, but luckily, nah, it's not run, it's fine. I mean, there's still little imperfections, you know, like it right in the gaps here, you know. But for my first ever try, you know what, I can't wait to get that in the sun. I'm going to try and attempt to remove this ST220. So I'm going to use a small blade to help with this. I think the dust mask off actually. Right, let's try and carefully. The suspense is unreal. Just take the time, and I will, when I've got it all off, you can just about see it in the sun there, look. See that? When I've got it all off, I'll show you. And there we have it, ST220 in the paint. Now what I'm going to do is clear coat the whole thing. I'm going to do a light dusting first, and then let it tack off, and then I'm going to flash it off with a heavier coat, and hopefully that'll be it. So we've got 2 or 3 coats like that. Oh boy, oh boy. That's nice. That ST220 finishes it off. I'm going to do that on all the wheels. What I need now is to do the centre cap, and with that I'm going to probably leave that silver, freshen it up with machine silver, and then the actual Ford emblem in the middle, get it purple like the logos on the front of the car and the back of the car. First time ever doing anything like this, and I'm so pleased with that. Look at that, such a nice finish. Okay, so I'm back out here, as you can see. It's been a few days since I've come out here to clear coat this. So what I've done, I don't know if it's needed or necessary, but what I've done is I've rubbed it back a bit with some 1000 grit sandpaper just to give it a bit of a scuff mark, and then I've gone over it with another quick dusting of base coat, and I'm going to allow that 10-15 minutes to tack off, and then I'm going to hit it with some clear coat. With the clear coat, same process. I'm warming it up for a better spray in some warm water, and I'm just going to film that process, speed it up as I've done with the rest of the video, and let it bake in the sun for a little bit. You want to apply a light coat, like literally just a dusting, and then give it 10-15 minutes, and then you hit it again with another coat, being a little bit more heavier with it, and you apply 3-4 coats like that, and then you allow it a good 24 hours to sit and dry. I'm going to let that sit for a couple of minutes. I'm going to get the clear coat all prepped and ready, and yeah, I'm going to set the camera up and just start recording the next process. Okay, you can't really see me, but I've got my clear in the can. Tell where that's come from. So it's been shook up for a couple of minutes. It's heated up. It's D-Day. It's just time to do it. Like I said before, light dusting to start with. Allow 15 minutes. Go back with a second coat, allow 15 minutes and then go back with a third coat, and because it's only the wheels, that should be enough. Okay guys, I'm going to we'll leave the door open because the air from outside can get rid of the fumes. In some spots you can actually see it here begin to shine. Don't worry, this is fine now. So I'm going to give it 10-15 minutes, come back in a minute, and I'll give it a bit of a heavier coat. I'm going to go on now with the second coat. That's the second coat, guys. Okay, so now I'm just getting ready to put the final coat on, the third and final coat. Do you know what I honestly think? It's going to need maybe one more coat, but the shine on that just come out. Wow. So I'm going to allow this a little bit of time to tack off, and I'm going to do a few more coats, and when it's fully dry, in a few days, maybe up to a week, I'm not sure, it depends how long. What you can do is you can always sand it back with a bit of 2000 grit sandpaper and polish it out, and then you get more of a shine, you get rid of any orange peel, stuff like that. But I'm really impressed with that. From this angle I can actually see where it still needs a bit in these parts, but that is it. That is the end. That is how you spray your alloy wheels. Would I do this project again? Good question. Maybe not. Not on wheels like this anyway. Am I pleased with the results? Have I learned anything from this video? Yeah, I'm pleased with the results, and yes, I've learned a hell of a lot from this video and doing this project. I really have. But compared to what they were, to what they look like now, I tell you what, they're like a million times better. That's the front. That's how they're all going to look eventually. Like I say, this is 1 down, 3 to go. If you like the videos and you've enjoyed watching the refurb of these, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, share with your mates, and I can't say much more, but there they are, all done, all finished.